All right, we're back. Video 2 of the sales page building process with Thrive Architect. I'm building what is called the sales page for my PAWSA course, PAWSA. I am building with Thrive Architect. I didn't mention this last video, but I am an affiliate. So if you do decide to purchase anything through Thrive Themes, I'd appreciate if you used my affiliate link below. All right, let's go ahead and keep building. Right now, we are just focused on formatting the copy a little bit. We have the problem section, talking about the problems that a lot of producers face and setting up the solution. All right. We might go through and bold some of this stuff, but for now, what I need to do is just keep on formatting. Okay, so I'm just going to read through this. Okay, question. How do I want to format this? Okay. Like this. Question, answer. Right. Is this the same? Okay. All right. Same with this. So just thinking about how to format this correctly. Might change it later on. But for now, you can always put it in like a box or something. Question. Maybe we can do some kind of Google's favorite colors here. We'll get this red and save. Is that bold? I wish there was an easier way to change the weighting, the weight of the fonts. And then with the answer, we will change this to green. Okay, that is bold. Okay, so maybe we'll leave it like that for now. So this is going to be 32. And the question is going to be red. You know what, I'm going to use the, if I go to color hex, I can get the web safe color. So if I jump over to here, you'll see right here, this is the web safe or whatever. Yeah, web safe color. So FF3333. So if I come over here, we'll just change this to all threes. And what is the web safe color for this? So we come over here, bam, and it is this color right here. What does that color look like? Okay, a little bit darker. And then that's okay. If it's a little bit darker, it might stand out a little bit more. So what is that? 399339933. Okay, so if we come down here, right here. And again, I'm going to do 30-minute sessions here. So just started the timer. It's at 25 minutes. So let's come over here. We need to do FF3333. And for this, we need to do 339933. 339933. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but that's how it is for now. Nice little punchy paragraphs. All right. Okay, so here's how I can help. So this is after the solution. The solution, I tell them, isn't very revolutionary because it's not. It's probably what they expect it to be, but it's all kind of in the details. So we'll change this to heading 2. Nice. Okay, I don't know why it's not updating. That's fine. We'll just change this to 51. Here's how I can help. So 3 lines, 3 lines. Okay, 3 lines. 4 lines. Okay. Pictures. See, when I'm looking at this, like, for example, if I got to right here on the sales page, it's a lot of text. And so I know pictures are going to help break it up a little bit, but if I start putting like sub headlines kind of in here, like along these kinds of lines, then that will help break it up as well. And plus, if people just kind of want to skim the sales pages, they'll be able to see like, okay, I'm struggling to finish tracks. I'm not struggling to finish tracks, so let me move on. I'm struggling to get that pro sound. Okay, that's something that I'm having trouble with, so maybe they'll read a little bit deeper. But having those headlines is going to be helpful to for the people who are just skimming the copy rather than the people who are reading the copy completely. Like, people will read the copy, like, for example, if you're like have some weird symptom, for example, and you Google it, you will read every word that has to do with that, you know? And so someone who really, really feels the pain of not being able to make the music that they want, they're going to read every word. And so I want to make sure that all that content is there for them to read. But for the people skimming, for example, like that, this is what they're interested in. What is the solution? How do you finish tracks? Oh, what's the answer? You know? So getting that stuff to kind of pop out is useful for the people just looking for that quick info. And then these really are there for people who want to read more about that. So now the reason why I brought this up, because now I'm in the story kind of section, and you can see that there's nothing really popping out. There's no headlines. So I'm just, that might be something I need to take care of later. But for now, let's just kind of get the whole sales page down, and then we can take care of these details later. But it's just something I'm keeping in mind. So after 13 years, so I have some pictures I can add there of way back then. Okay, YouTube. So something like that. Let's see if, okay. So we will go like this. All right, so this is something I can I can do right now. One thing I kind of screwed myself because the background content section I made 600 pixels. So I'm going to undo that because whoops. Let's go to percentage 100%. Okay, so now what I want to do instead is come to the content box and make this 600 pixels. Because if I want to have a section within this background section, and I want it to be, oh shit. If I want it to be a little bit outside of the 600 pixels for the text, then I can do that. So I'm going to change the content box instead to 600 pixels. Then we're going to come to layout and position, move that content box to the center. And then what I want to do down here is actually add in some logos right here. So this is something I can do right now. And the way that I'm going to do this is to copy this text. And then we will, I'm going to add a background section below. Okay, and then we will add a content box below content box. Okay, and you can see it's all wide now. And so then what we can do is add in some columns. And I don't know how many I need right now. Let's just do 4. Maybe we'll just stick with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll add in, let's just get rid of some of the formatting here. So we'll come to columns. I'm going to get rid of all the padding and margin. We'll come to the content box and get rid of the margins. All that stuff. All right. And then I don't know how wide this is going to be yet, but let's go ahead and just throw in some images. So we'll pick one. So we'll do tool room. We'll do images, Dirty Bird, and we will do images. Let's do repopulate Mars. And that's all I have right now. So what we'll do is change the size of these. So we'll come over here and jump to like 100 pixels. Okay, that's too small. 200 pixels. Yeah, that's a good size. 200 pixels and 200 pixels. And another thing we'll do is come into columns and we'll have these all aligned in the middle. And we'll also come here and come to layout and position. We'll have this in the center. Also need to get rid of all the, damn it, padding and margins again. And then let's move it back into the middle. Why is this? There we go. Okay, and then move that back. Cool. And then what we could do is come to the columns. I guess the content box, and I can start bringing this down. So we'll put this in the middle. And how wide does it need to be? Something like that. So just make it a nice round number for my OCD. So we'll jump to 800. Okay, and then what we'll do is, it seems like there's some, okay, here we go. Okay, see, just those kinds of things just nicely break it up. You know, and then, okay, great. So now what we need to do, hopefully I still have the text. So below columns, okay, what we need to do, the only thing is, God, that's something that bothers me about Thrive Themes, for example, is that I can't go below a content box. So if I was going to drop in text right here, then you can see I can't go below the content box anywhere. I can go below the columns and I can get above the background section, but I can't access the content box. So the way around that is simply to grab the content box and duplicate it, and then come in and delete the columns. And see, now you have a content box. But now what we need to do is, this is duplicated from the 800 pixel wide, so we need to come over to the layout and position and change this text content box down to 600 pixels so that it lines back up with the text above. And so we have something that nicely breaks away from that 600 pixel width, some nice images, and then it continues the text. So let's see. Okay, so this is something that I want. Oh boy. I'm going to hit Shift-Command-T to bring back. Oh, okay. Never mind. It came back. So we will jump over to heading 3. So finish tracks. So I want to get that Pro on the same line. Finish tracks. And so instead what we'll do is just change it up a little bit. Sound Pro. Nice. It works. Help you finish tracks and sound professional. Nice. Exactly right. Okay, so, and then introducing should actually be a big element. So I'm going to come over and we'll get a new content box going in the background section below. And this will be introducing. And this can actually be, let's do 51. And this is what again? I think it's 64. Okay. So this, let's come over to content box. Now, this content box is really only being used for text. So it's stupid if I go to 600. But I'm going to go to 600 because I just want all the text content boxes to be uniform. I don't want anything to be messy. Everything's going to be the same. So another thing though is that we can okay, one thing I'm thinking about is the background colors. And so having the what's the problem with the white, that's cool because obviously it follows the the decorative little thing, whatever it is. And then this is white. Maybe the what solution can be gray. Here's how I can help can be gray or white. But with the introducing, I want this to absolutely be white. So I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work. Well, I definitely want this to be white. So what we'll do is let's change the text for now to 64. Introducing, bold. This is not bold. That's bold. Introducing, and then start to finish. And so now I'm actually thinking, let's come back over here to the lo-fi blueprint. Okay, I kind of like that. Again, this is just a template straight out of Elementor, but I'm building it from scratch. So maybe we can do something similar. Okay. So instead of introducing like this, let's just build out. Let's get rid of the text here. And what is this? This is the content box. Let's just come back to the background section. Okay, background section. All right, what we need to do is get a content box. And then we need 2 columns. And 50-50. Okay. And then again, we will, you know what we'll do is just copy this. Oh man, you know it would be a lot easier actually if I just copied this. Let's just copy this, duplicate the background section, and just drag it to the bottom. Because this is basically what we need, right? Okay, and then we will put this right there. And then we'll just come up to the background section here and get rid of it. Okay, that was not the background section. There we go. So we have that. So what we could do is let's add a new text line. And this is introducing. And this needs to be a lot smaller. Let's do 30. Let's do 32. And let's do start to finish. Pause. And what I'm going to do is actually put this on its own line. I'm going to force it onto its own line by hitting Shift Enter. And so if I'm just typing, it's going to go onto its own line, but I want it to actually go on its own line. So maybe I should have it like this, because that looks a lot more like the image here. We can keep that. Okay. And I liked that this was a slightly grayer color, so I'm going to do 99999. So something like that. Okay, that's clashing with the background a little bit. So this is I like the colors. I like the colors in that they go well together. You can see there's like a pop color that's consistent. Except colors change when you get down there, it looks like. Okay. Okay, we'll leave this here for now. What I want to do is maybe just get rid of the background style. Let's come to the decoration and get rid of that. So let's do none. Okay, let's add a new background section below. All right. Just checking out the spacing. The spacing is a little bit weird right now. So why is it that the spacing should be equal, but it doesn't feel like it is? So let's come and check the layout and position of everything. Okay, 100, 100, 15, text, columns, content box. Okay. So it looks like just this button has a margin on it that we can get rid of. And that improves the spacing. Okay. So let's come over here and I want to do the same thing. Okay. I think I want to increase the decorative border thing here. So let's go up to 30. Just like that. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Save. What's the solution? Copy, copy, copy. No images. We need some images and stuff in there to break it up. Not right now. We have some images here. Maybe I'm going to actually bring these in a little bit more. Or another thing you can do is maybe increase the size of them a little bit more. Maybe we'll jump up to 250. How big is that? Okay. And does that make them a little bit too close together if I do that? So image 250. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we're going back to 200 here. Image 200. Maybe I can bring the columns in a little bit. No. Okay. 800. 800 it is. And here it is. Okay, so this is interesting. It's a different color. What color is this? That's not black. Doesn't seem like black. Okay, bold. Let's make sure that everything is a weird color. Okay. And then everything is black. Okay, cool. Introducing start to finish. Pausa. Discover the concepts, techniques, and workflow you need to finish professional quality tracks. Let's try this for fun. Ooh, let's look up the web safe color for this. F9900. So F9900. Apply. FF9900. Okay, nice. That's a good color. Okay, so F9900. Same with this. Hashtag FF9900. Okay. So Thrive lets you do these smart colors somehow. I don't know how to do those, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. If you're able to just create the branded colors and stuff and then assign special colors around so that you can change everything at once. I know it's possible, but I don't know how to do it yet. It would be pretty nice to figure that out. Okay, so all right. Okay, let's change the background too. Let's come over here. Let's get a shade of this, or a tint, I guess you could say. So let's get this and look up the web safe. So FFCC66. So let's get rid of the image and the solid color. Let's do FFCC66. What does that do? Okay. A little too much. All right, let's come back. So let's try going even more. So FFCCCCCC. Okay. Solid color FFCC66. Let's just do CC. Okay, that's not right. What? Well, that's weird. Okay, let's just do this. All right, I guess we're not going with the web safe. Let's just... That is not the right color for my demographic. I'm not digging the color. Just going to make it white. All right. So instead, what we'll do is now I want to figure out all right. Can I put a shadow in a background section? All right, so what we'll do here is let's see. I want to make the background gray on this one for sure. So there is an idea that I have in mind, but it's not my favorite idea. And my idea is to turn this into a gradient that goes to gray. So this is what we have to do. So if I come over to here, I'm going to go to the content box and I'm going to duplicate this twice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is come to the solution section and we'll delete everything there. Okay. And then I'm going to come to the solution section here. Go like that. Actually, that's not what I'm going to do. I need to create different background sections actually. So we'll come here and then I'm going to have to duplicate the entire background section a couple times. So now what I'll do is come to here and go to what's the solution and get rid of all that. So what's the problem? Okay. And that is the timer to end this, but we'll just go ahead and finish up this. So I'll get rid of this. We need to get rid of this. Okay, what's the problem? This should be in a new background section, and it is good. So what's the problem? We don't want that. We need to come to what is the solution. Perfect. And then, so we only want what the solution down to here's how I can help. Because here's how I can help is the next section. So we then need to get rid of this stuff again. Content box. Get rid of the content box. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And then we need to get rid of everything above. Here's how I can help. Just like that. And it seems like the size just changed on that. So if I jump over here, main options, what's the solution? What's the problem? What's the problem is 52. What's the solution needs to be 52. Doesn't seem like 52, does it? Okay, 52. That seems like 52. Here's how I can help. 52. Nice. I'm glad that stayed. If it didn't stay within one line, I would just change it to how I can help. Or let me help. Something like that. Okay, so let's change this back to 52. All right. Okay, great. So this guy is going to be gray. So we're going to come to the background style and it will be let's try it. So F9 or F2. So F2, 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 just like that. Okay. And then what we'll do maybe is give this guy some borders. So on the top and on the bottom. So that's too dark. So I'm going to come over here and do 9999999. Okay, and then same with the bottom. Okay, cool. That looks a little clean. Looks pretty clean. So this is F2, I believe. Background style, F2. Let's change it to F9 because F9 is going to be a little bit lighter of a color. And so is that a big enough difference? One thing I could do is a gradient too. So I can change this from F9 to, let's jump over here and I'm going to do, let's just get rid of the color. Hit the X, just like that. And then let's do a gradient. And the first color is going to be F2. F2. No, F9. F9. This is kind of silly, I'm not going to lie. F9, and then the second color is going to be F2. Okay. So it starts out pretty light and then just gets gradually a little bit darker. So that way, boom, we're going to get that bigger contrast going into a different section. All right. Maybe we'll just go with the F. So we'll get rid of this, and I'm just going to come back over here. I'm going to stick with the F2. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I think that's a nice difference. So difference in color. It's not too striking. It's not like, oh my God. It's not. It doesn't draw too much attention to itself. The last thing I want to do is something on this something that has nothing to do with the sales to draw attention to itself. So okay. So here's how I can help. And then what's the solution? What's the problem? All right. Let's go ahead and save and preview. Oh, God, we need some kind of paragraph headers here, right? That's so much text. We need images. We need some paragraph headers. Okay, those images break it up nicely. Cool. All right, that looks pretty decent right here. Maybe one thing we could do to differentiate it is bring back that image, and then we'll stop this video. Let's just check it out, bring the image back, because that's a natural cutoff point. We've got the copy in there. We've created the introducing section. And then next we're going to move into the proof section. But just to kind of round this out a little bit, let's add in a background style. And we need to do an image. We'll do choose image, and we'll type in Ableton again. And we'll select this, insert. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so let's try this again. So we'll do image. Actually, just because that was really weird. Everything looks like it's okay. So what I'm going to do is hit save and preview. And then we're going to open Thrive Architect back again, just because that was weird. Okay, looks like everything's okay. Cool, we'll edit with Thrive Architect. And we will then, what's it called? Get that image in the background. So add this, we'll come to background style, image, and we will choose an image, Ableton. This one. Insert into post. Okay, great. Okay. So then we will apply. Oh, I see. It's just something new that Thrive Architect did. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So that's cool. So when I click on the image here, you can see I can move the image up or down to kind of reposition it. That's really nice. So maybe I can find a nice spot where start to finish stands out really nicely. Right there, maybe. Okay. Doesn't want to let me do it anyway. But that is cool. If I can figure out why it's not working, then I'm sure, you know, we could just figure it out. But okay, so let's move this over here. We want the opacity to be 90. Okay, that's too much. What was it up at the top? I think 85. Save. Okay, so this should be gray. Now it seems darker, doesn't it? Okay, well that's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, okay, this video is starting to go on too long. But if I have it like this, let's see, 90s to, you can see this actually looks white now in comparison to this. Okay, so what we're going to do is switch things around. So let's see the background section. So this background section, good. Okay, so what we could do is have this one white. This one's going to be white because it falls out of that decoration on the bottom, whatever, I don't know what it's called. And then this section, the what is the solution, can be gray, although that seems a little bit weird to have the solution section gray. But we'll do F2, yeah, F2, F2, F2. There we go, and we'll give it a little bit of breathing room here. So let's come to layout and just kind of, whoops, 0, and we'll just kind of eyeball it. What's that? Okay, 20, that's fine. And we'll give the same amount of space here, so 20, nice. Okay, this looks a little bit more than this. So maybe we'll give this one 30. Okay, something like that. Cool. And then here's how I can help this section. And let's give this 20, right? This section can be white again because then we'll get that contrast. If we just click the X here, there's no color. Now we are back to white. And then bam, we get the contrast into this section. Is this bold? Okay, heading 1. Let's change this to paragraph. And go to bold. And we will go to 99999. And we'll change it to 32. And we will get rid of all the line spacing on the bottom. All right. And maybe make it a little bit darker. Let's go to 8. Okay, 7. Okay, there we go. Maybe 8. It's a little dark. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Cool. So now we have this alternating color scheme. And again, that's kind of like what paragraph tags will do. It kind of just helps break up the copy a little bit. The last thing though is that I want to do though is make it distracting. So let's just double check one more thing. So I'm going to come to this and we'll change this to F9 again. F2. All right, that's fine. Okay, save and preview. All right, cool. So this was the next part of building a sales page. Just tweaking the copy just a little bit, formatting, getting some images in. We built the kind of hero section. It's not really a hero section technically, but the course, the introducing the course section here. So after this is going to be proof, basically social proof. And that's where I'm going to start going over to other sales pages that I've already built and taking from them. But later on, I'm going to link these images to the pricing table. So all the enroll now, the enroll now, and these are all going to be linked to the pricing table at the bottom. Okay, cool. So that's it for this video. And again, in the next video, we'll start with the proof. And I am using Thrive Architect, so if this is something you're interested in learning or using, then please use the affiliate link below this video if you're interested in getting Thrive themes. Cool. See you in the next video.